Yo ho ho, Naruto Saki. What it do, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy Uzumaki Hadou, and today I'm doing a Naruto chapter review. Naruto chapter 689. I like you. Let's get this party started. Man, oh man. 689. Boy, what a chapter. I have been waiting for a chapter this good for months. I mean, wow. I was literally speechless with this chapter. It opened up good and it ended good. I mean, this is a chapter. This is the reason I read Naruto. This is the reason I read Naruto. Been reading Naruto for years. This is what I get up in the morning to read. That's one thing I love about manga, period. It's these good storylines, good action, good plot scenes. So let's go ahead and hop right into what happened in Naruto 689. First thing first, Kakashi level up. Kakashi is a beast in this chapter. I mean, I ain't seen Kakashi put in work like this since, like, wow, the beginning of Naruto, when we first learned about Kakashi and seeing him first coming into the series. I mean, Kakashi is just a beast in this chapter. I mean, he is just so powerful. So one thing we know about the eyes that he received from Obito is, I guess they got a lot of power when Obito was the Sage of Six Path, the Ten Tail, when he had 10 tails inside of him, the Sage of Six Path Obito. So I guess those eyes was just had so much power that it carried over to Kakashi when Kakashi got the eyes from him. And Kakashi in this chapter, man, all I can say is this: bravo. So Kaguya, she goes out, she's in this 10-tail beast looking rabbit thing, and her arms is ripping out, going towards Naruto, Kakashi, Sasuke, and all them. And then Kakashi does this ability that is just awesome. It's like Conway Shark. It was like Conway Sharkin or something of that nature. Oh my god, it was just awesome. So he puts these two Conway blades and he throws them at Kaguya, this 10-tail Kaguya beast, and it just absorbed the hands. And I'm like, oh my god, that crap was just awesome. And I believe it's pronounced Conway Sharinkin or Sharkinikin or something of that nature. But that ability just looks so awesome with Kakashi and Susanoo and just throwing them out. I was like, oh my goodness, it was just too good. And I was just thinking like, oh man, that is going to be awesome when they animate that. And then we get a scene of Naruto saying, hey, Sasuke, that's even cooler than you. And I could just look at Sasuke's face. And you get to see the salt run through his veins. And that wasn't just the normal salt. That's that sea salt running through Sasuke's veins. You know Sasuke hating. We all know Sasuke right now is hating on Kakashi. So we see Kaguya tell Beast start yelling and screaming. Then it swells up. It starts to get real big, just like how Madara got big when Kaguya came through. And out of nowhere, Kaguya comes from this big black orb. And you're like, huh? So it seems to me that she was able to take all that power and form it into a solid form of matter, creating a dimension and forming herself back. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, Kaguya is on a whole nother level. I mean, I already knew she was on a whole nother level. However, she can create new dimensions. What? I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole hopping dimension thing, I don't really find it that awesome. But at the same time, it takes a lot of power. I can respect that. But if you can create dimensions, literally create them, that's just incredible. Wow. That's all I can, this chapter makes me go, wow. So we have Kakashi letting everyone know, hey, this is your final mission. And I'm thinking to myself, dang, it's getting close to the end. And one thing I like about this is Kakashi get his nuts back. He get his set of balls back in this chapter. He is acting like the leader he's supposed to act like of Team 7. He's letting them know, hey, this is the last mission. We need to strategize to beat this person. We have to defeat Kagura. So Kagura's actually talking in this chapter. I'm loving it. Kagura's letting them know, I'm immortal. You can't destroy me. Like, do I look like Mara? Do I look like some person who can be easily defeated and killed? You know, smelling herself. And she lets them know, hey, if one of you die between Naruto or Sasuke, that's it. I win. I just got to kill one person. That's it. One of the two. So, you know, Naruto's like, you know what? You're going to be my opponent. You know, I'm going to put in work. And Sasuke, you know, he's being cool, like, hey, you know, it's better if we go in as a team. We have a better chance in sealing her. One thing I can say about Kagura is she know her weakness, and it seems to me that she is a little nervous. She is scared of being sealed away. Now, every now and then we get a flash at Black Zetsu laying on the ground like a little bitch he is. I really don't care about Black Zetsu at all. He's not a relative in this chapter, and I really hope that, you know, Black Zetsu is just kind of gone. I really don't care too much for Black Zetsu. I'm happy that he did whatever he did to get Kagura to this point, but I just feel like he holds Kagura down. So, Naruto, Sasuke, Kagura, all this battling, you know, they're going in. I'm like, yes. So, the coolest part, one of the coolest parts of this chapter is you got Kakashi going in with the Sensano, with the sword in his hand, Kagura shooting these disintegration bones. Kakashi gets hit, and you're like, oh shit, is Kakashi getting ready to go join Obito? And then he used Conway to go right through, and I was like, oh, what? He using that Obito technique? Oh, because we've seen Obito use this ability all through the series to allow objects to pass right through him. And Kagura was like, the fuck? The fuck? And Kakashi get in a blow. Kakashi gets in a blow on Kagura. What? What? That's all you can say is, what? Kakashi gets a blow. This is the person who should become Hokage. Kakashi, the copycat ninja, putting in work. Like, this man, I don't know, did he have the World of Warcraft buff and got max to max level or what? But Kakashi Kakashi is looking pretty cool right now. Like, a few chapters over, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't pick Kakashi. Right now, I will pick Kakashi in the video game. Kakashi putting in work. So, we get this Naruto and Sasuke going in for the seal. Kagura shooting disintegration bones at him. Come to find out, there was clones. What? It was a clone. Yes. One of the clones of Naruto get hit with disintegration bone. It starts to disintegrate. Kagura attempts to open up Black Zetsu attempts to open up a portal to shoot a disintegration bone at Sasuke, but it's actually a clone. But the coolest thing, Kakashi uses Conway on disintegration bone, sending it to a totally different dimension. Sasuke, who was sitting behind a team of Naruto's, like in football of some sort, uses his teleport technique to teleport the clone away, putting himself in the clone spot. Going in for the seal. Kagura can't make it through a portal, so she attempts to fly away. And out of nowhere, I didn't see this coming. I wouldn't even guess this. Sakura, yes, Sakura comes out of nowhere. She says, I am here too. Don't forget about me. Y'all been forgetting about me this whole series. I have sucked this whole series, but it's time for me to redeem myself. And she gets a blow on Kagura. To one woman, to another. I'm not taking your BS. Wow. Kagura is smelling. Kagura is just taking it from all ends. She's taking it from the left. She's taking it from the right. She's taking it from the top. Oh my goodness. Sakura is attempting to redeem herself. She is putting in work also, and she gets a physical blow on the god Kagura, and all I could do is watch in this stun. And we see Kakashi smiling. He's like, he's looking at Team 7. He's like, I love you guys. I love you. And you see this picture of Sasuke, Naruto touching Kagura, and Sakura at the top punching her in the back of the head. And that was the last page. Oh my goodness. And you only get to sit back and just clap your hands. Just clap. Oh my goodness. This chapter was amazing. It was on a whole nother level. Now, you got to ask yourself, what's next? Is this truly it? Is Kagura truly sealed? I just don't know what to think. I just don't know what to do next. Like, is this it for Kagura, this god being? Now, one thing I will say about Kagura is she's awesome to me. I really like Kagura. However, when it comes down to Madara, I will say Madara was more flashy. He was more, I blow up half of the planet, where Kagura is more fighting fists, a lot, not really slower, but less blowing up half the planet and looking cool as she does it. But I still like Kagura as a character and as her history as we learn. I don't think this is it for Kagura. I just don't see Black Zetsu actually coming up and being the last boss. I feel like Kagura has something up her sleeve, or someone is going to intervene. I don't know who or what, but I just believe something is going to happen. There's a lot of speculations out there. Some people says as after they seal Kagura, maybe Madara will come out of her or something of that nature. I just don't see it. I just feel like it's something else there for the simple reason. Don't forget the Sage the Sixth Path is in the other dimension talking to the Hokage saying I need more power for something. So I just don't think Kagura is going to be this easily defeated. But if she is this easily defeated, I respect her as a villain. I respect her as the last boss for a simple reason. A lot of abilities just doesn't work on her. You have to be smart. You have to be intelligent. Now, one thing I can say about Naruto and Sasuke, the gift that they got received from the Sage the Sixth Path, they're just really, really powerful. They are broken. They're on a whole nother level. I mean, they're just incredible. I mean, I remember going back and watching Naruto, seeing Naruto with the Nine-Tailed Beast, them really not liking each other, and Sasuke just been this emo, hard-ass person. But to see Naruto now, he's no longer just the person who had the Nine-Tailed Beast in him, but he's the person who has all 9 beasts in him. And we see Sasuke, who is strong, have this new Sharingan in one eye and the Sharingan in the other. And we just see how much they have progressed and have evolved over the years. And we have Sakura. I mean, she really didn't have that much involving over the years, but I will say she has become a little more skilled. And in this panel right here, it really brings a tear to my eyes to see them work together. It just brings me this nostalgia to think about early in the Naruto series, where they all was Team 7 and they used to work together for certain missions. This chapter, off the back, was one of the best chapters I have read almost all summer. This one of the best chapters. I'm going to give this chapter a 10 out of 10. And the pros of this chapter, it was action. We got a little bit of definition on why Kakashi is so powerful. We got a good strategy in this chapter. This hands down, great strategy in this chapter. Good pacing. We got progress in this chapter, and we learned a little bit more about Kagura because we know now she can create dimensions. The cons of this chapter, I just don't have it any. This, to me personally, was a perfect chapter. A 10 out of 10. That's all I have for you today, my fellow Homo sapiens. If I left something out, please leave a comment below. rate, subscribe, comment. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Johnny.